Good morning, Mr. BLAKGYVER.
Grand Rising Queen.
Uh-oh, time to get to work. BLAKGYVER.
Grand Rising, Mr. BLAKGYVER.
Grand Rising.
Who are you?
I am your fill-in for today, while your reception is out of town.
Oh, okay.
My name is Miss Mutiaba.
Nice to meet you.
You as well, Mr. BLAKGYVER.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Did you forget her
She
vacation?
did have a vacation coming up.
Dude, I would have went with her.
I wonder why she didn't tell me she was leaving.
Damn,
She didn't want you to worry,
She
Mr.
got all the
BLAKGYVER.
cakes on the plane.
I was just looking at this stopwatch my mama gave me a long time ago.
Oh, wow,
I love
that's
it.
nice.
Nice stopwatch, got
Yeah.
gold trimming
I
on
want
it.
you to
and
know, Miss BLAKGYVER, I am here for
Yeah.
all your needs.
Sure you
Whatever
are, lady.
need
Very
while I'm
sentimental
here
to me.
while
Sure
she's
you are.
away
Well,
on
nice to meet you.
vacation.
This, how do
Whatever
you
it
pronounce
is,
your name?
I'm here. It's Cherry.
Nice to meet you.
I poured you some coffee on your desk.
Thank you. I
when I
appreciate
saw
that.
you pulling up and parking.
You even put it in my Chicago cup
Yes,
mug.
BLAKGYVER.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Now you do remember we have that interview today,
Yes,
sir.
I do remember.
I think we should get
Which is
started.
why I was
with that.
wondering why she wasn't here today.
Oh, well, I can tell you that. She didn't want you to worry. And
Okay.
she wanted you to be in the best of hands.
Well, it's a long story. I hope you got time to
We
listen.
have all day, BLAKGYVER.
Yes, we are here all day, aren't we? Yes, we
All
are.
day.
Let me get myself ready for a second.
Yeah, take your time and
Let me
get your
get
thoughts together.
let me get comfortable and
No
I'll be
problem.
ready.
No rush. Think about your
Get
family
myself
and the good
together
times
here.
or something like that.
Any messages?
Nope, your calendar's all clear.
Wow, you seem to be on top of it already.
Anything for
Wow,
you, Mr.
wow, wow.
BLAKGYVER.
Very
She
impressive.
wanted you to have the best. and
Appreciate
that's
you
me.
being here.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
very excited to be here.
I remember
too,
the
Mr.
topic. You're
BLAKGYVER.
supposed to be
It's a pleasure
talking
to
about
meet
how
you
I
finally.
began this journey, right?
Copy that, sir.
Okay. Well, it all starts with when I was a kid. My mom was a single parent, and didn't have nobody to watch me all the time. My mom used to be an armed officer in Chicago, actually, and that's where I got it from. Not even just with that, I used to watch her hands-on with people in Chicago, like when we got on the L and stuff like that.
With all of them crazy.
Back then, you could try to be of some help. You could regulate a little bit more than nowadays because,
You do nothing now.
they got the young folks wanting to kill everybody and shoot everybody now.
Bang,
So
bang, bang, bang.
that's why I created this business so I could help protect people that, pretty much want life, don't like trouble and want to be safe. But anyway, yeah. So I used to have to go to work with her sometimes, and she said, "Hide under there, Robert. I'll be back." And I'd be under a desk somewhere. I'd be like, "Where's my mama at? I don't know where she went." Because I wanted to protect my mom too. And don't get me wrong, I was raised a survivor. I knew how to do some stuff as a kid. Because my mama used to say, "Come here, Robert, I ain't gonna be with you all the time. I'll show you what you're gonna do when somebody coming and trying to do something to you." And she showed me some things, and I carried that with me all my life.
I learned how to punch a nigga in the throat.
And then, I remember one time we used to go to she used to have a regular spot at this called the Century Mall on the north side of Chicago. And before work started, she would give me a roll of quarters. And because they had like a arcade on the ground level. And then this is the type of mall that you can go up like this and spiral up.
Better not fall off that
5 or 6 flights at the time.
Yeah.
Nice mall. Stores all spiraled up. And then
Fall
there's an
and watch
elevator
your
you
head
get on and
spiral
look
on the
down
damn concrete.
courtyard and stuff.
Be a
That was
spiral
really
gyro.
nice little mall. But in any case, I used to use up those quarters so fast because I wasn't good at the game that I liked to play. And she's come check on me and be like, dang, Robert, you used those quarters up already? I'll be like, yep. You know, I think it was Super Pac-Man or Super Pac-Man. You know, the more you play, the faster it gets. And it was hard trying to. And Phoenix, that was one of my really favorite games. Galaga, Phoenix, Pac-Man, and Super Pac-Man. And a lot of other games, you know, Dig Dug,
Jacking off.
Joust. Joust
Can't wait
was
to
a
get
good one,
home.
but I love Phoenix.
Put one
Man.
in the dress shoe sock.
But anyway, so then when the mall was ready to close, you know,
Oh, okay.
I watched
This
her
is a
in
very
action. You know,
interesting story, MacGyver.
it was pretty nice watching that growing up. My mom being a hero. My mom worked at the Greeny Green project.
Where they shoot at you and rape you in the elevator.
And then I would stay with
piss in
somebody
the
else.
stairwells.
We would drop her off at work.
Where I would sneak and smoke reefer.
You know, at the time I knew how bad it was in there because number one, I couldn't take me in there. You know, and then you know when you're from Chicago, you know about the Greeny Green and Old Block and at Parkway Gardens at the time, which is still Parkway Gardens.
Remember that mouse scared the shit out
of
me.
That's another story.
Garbage can and jumped.
You knew.
I said, BB.
You know,
BB.
just what you had to do to survive. So I remember one time I went to work with her at the YWCA.
My cute ass.
Party they was having.
I was a cute little boy.
And that was the one time that I saw her get kind of hurt. You know, she just had like cuts or something. Somebody got into a fight, and then I guess somebody got hit with some glass or something, a bottle. I'm not really sure. And then my mom trying to, intervene in the situation, got cut somehow. The glass door, I remember that being broken out of the front door of the YWCA. But these are things that I saw growing up, you know. I saw my mama hands-on how to regulate, interact with people. My mom is still a hero to this day. But boy, I tell you, my mom old school. She showed me a lot. So, and then growing up with my cousins and stuff, I grew up on the south side on Ada Street, 90th and Ada. And then me and my mama, we moved around a lot. We lived in Hyde Park. We lived on the north side. I lived, on the south side with my grandmother. And we lived quite a few places on the south side. We even lived in Harper Square in Hyde Park when they used to have this area. You could walk right out our door, and chances are it was right there. Restaurant was right there when we walked through the courtyard, right out our door, because it was a place, a little apartment building, one level, but you had to go. It was like some stores right here, and then you had to go into this door. And then when you go up, you were at the apartments. So, because they had like a little small theater there. I think it was called Harper Sport Theater. I think that was the name of it. But chances are it was a restaurant, man. It was pretty cool. Where you go in and you can eat peanuts while you're sitting at the table waiting on your burger and fries and stuff. And then you could throw the shells on the floor. And so you walk in and then, they sweep and stuff, but you have so many people eating peanuts and throwing shells on the floor was just covered with shells. And it was pretty cool though, man. Yeah, we did a whole lot of stuff growing up, me and my mama. And this is where I get, the protection stuff from. And then my mom being a medical provider through her years of life also before she retired a long time ago. So, my mom raised me to help people. She used to say, when we'd see an old lady walking down the street, and she used to say, Robert, help that lady with that cart home and come straight home. And that's what I did, and I love helping people. And then she used to say, Robert, you see that lady right there or that person right there walking like that? Or someone that was disabled? Don't ever talk about people. It's not good. It's a bad thing to talk about people. And my mother used to make me give new stuff away to people that didn't have because I didn't need for anything. I was the only child.
Shit, though. I really
I didn't need for anything. We had some hard times in Chicago, but I had more good times than hard times. Everybody has ran into some situations where they, had to try to make a meal or something out of beans and rice, and
This is
chicken was
my
getting
poet
low.
story.
You had fried
Hope you
pork
like
chops,
it.
and you had good food and rice and stuff like that.
Man,
But
fuck
there was
this
times
interview.
where we were low,
It's making me
because
depressed.
it was just my mom doing it, and
Yep.
I
That was a lot, sir.
just salute to my mother because
Yeah, salute to her.
she
Sit
was
your
and
ass
still
down.
is a warrior. So then, I just started
Damn, this nigga got a lot to say.
growing up and
Did I
watching
do the right
things,
thing?
and
Damn. She better
along
not
with
ever ask me to do this
being
damn shit
raised how
again.
to
I'ma say,
protect
hell
myself.
no.
Didn't know I could have been a boxer or a fighter or something, because
Mm-hmm.
I fight real well, and
Nigga
I
just
like to get
lying
it
through
over
that
with
top
real
hat.
fast, and
No, I
I'm quick.
believe it, man.
I've had some fights in my life where
Mm-hmm.
only time I ever got hit was when somebody snuck me.
Right.
Yeah, other than that, when I'm fighting, I never got hit because I was so fast. I wanted to just get it over with, And that's what fighting is about: getting it over with, whether it be a
Yes,
verbal
let's get this shit
altercation,
over
you're
with.
trying to figure
Already.
out a salvation to the matter, or whether
Now the
it's
nigga want a
you get
salvation.
into it with someone
After all
physical.
that damn
The
fighting.
main goal is to just get the
Niggas
fight
ain't
over
shit.
with. And where I'm from, it ain't no rules in fighting. But anyway, so and then we had some good times in Chicago, and
Oh, that's
me and my
good.
cousins and stuff. We
Finally
get together
something
and
good
family
happened in
reunions
your life.
together. Some of them are passed away now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
There's some of the
I'm
people
so
right
sorry.
here.
My deepest
We had a good time
condolences.
growing up. It was just wonderful to be alive in those times. It still is. But growing up in Chicago, if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere. And I mean that literally. I remember one time I was walking down the street, getting off the bus on Ashland to walk down 89th to go to my grandmother's house. And in broad daylight, early in the morning, I guess a guy, I think maybe he was probably an alcoholic or something.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
looked like,
Like your
he'd been
daddy.
in the streets that night and fighting and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
the lady, she needed to be outside and light
Yeah.
on him, because she was actually sewing his face
Oh,
like with
damn.
a regular needle and thread, just to help him, because at that time, it's hard to find a
Yeah.
hospital that will help you when you're in a
Yeah, Cook
situation
County
like
wasn't
that.
doing nothing for nobody.
And I think it was such an emergency. She just started on him. So, and I was walking, and I'm looking, and I'm
She
walking
probably
down the
owed that
street,
nigga some money. He probably
down the
said,
block.
you gonna do this
I think it
surgery
was
then,
before
baby.
2 blocks before Ada. I forget what street that was. But anyway, and then she was all down and sewing his face, and I was like, "Damn, that's a trip." I've seen a lot of stuff, and
That's why I can't
one
eat
day
the
we'll get
Merca
into some
food.
more of those stories, telling you some of the things I've been through with me and my mom, and by myself, and a whole lot of other stuff growing up in Chicago. Because, like I said, if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere.
Shit, if anybody can make
I
it
mean
through
that
one of these
literally.
interviews, they can make it anywhere.
Let me try this coffee again. I told you it's a long story.
Yes, it was.
That's pretty good. That don't even have sugar in it, and it tastes so good. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you coming in here today. And being able to do this interview, and I hope my person is having a really good time on her vacation, and I'm not gonna bother her. And yeah, so that's a little bit about me, and how I became BLAKGYVER is because I'm very creative. I have a lot of education. I have a lot of skills. I don't know everything, but everything that's under my belt, I just put it all together.
I'm about to
And
get
how
this
I
nigga
grew
some
up and who
pussy
I
lips
am,
put together. He's
what my
got to be
temple
stressed.
consists of, and being the chosen one.
You gonna choose this?
I said, I really started it when I was skating one day. I said, I'm gonna call myself BLAKGYVER because I'm very creative and I know how to do a whole lot of stuff. I can be on the spot. I've saved lives. I know how to regulate. I protect people. I don't want to put them in this jail, but sometimes you got to go to jail if you if you're wilding out. You know, And anybody will want someone locked up if someone
Lock this
harmed your
ass up,
family or your mother
and
or
hurry.
your daughter or sons or whoever it may be, your baby, your child. You know, you would want them locked up if you don't know how to figure it out yourself and protect yourself.
That's very
So that's
true,
why they
sir.
got people like me, BLAKGYVER. And that's why I call myself that, because I'm not
Glad he
afraid
ain't
of
heard
anything
nothing
on
I've been
earth.
saying in my
I fear
mind.
God. I fear God and God only. God created me. God gave me power
That's
and
an
dominion
amen
over
to
all
that, sir,
things
BLAKGYVER.
and made it possible for me to figure out and master how to control situations. Thank you for listening.
Now
Have a
let's
great
give
day.
him some trim.
BLAKGYVER.